You try to make it happen. Like you get this prophetic word and then you feel like you have to make it happen for the Lord instead of just, resting in the fact that He's going to make it happen and you partner with Him in that.
Yeah, and then we don't realize how much we do this in all the subtleties of life. Like even as a teacher, there's times where I subconsciously kind of push the envelope where kids are starting to get a little chatty or they're disinterested, and so I almost over try. You know what I'm talking about?
We all trying to pull it out. Yeah.
We all do this at times, as opposed to living from this natural state of faith, which says everything is under perfect control. Now, it doesn't mean my circumstances. It doesn't mean I'm controlling my circumstances.
Right.
But that God is in control, and even when things feel out of control, I am not going to get out of this place of rest. I'm not going to move from a place of faith to striving to make something happen.
Right. And even on my contract that we've talked about in episode 1 with my story of God giving me this blank contract, He didn't write on there, anything on there, but it was just blank. And then later He said, do you realize that I have promises on there? But He said, I can't put that on there because you would have tried to control the whole thing and all of this stuff. And so He didn't let me see. And I think that's true for faith. We don't always get to see everything that's on there. But sometimes He's just testing us. And are we going to, choose to trust Him and have faith that it's all going to work out and all of that,
So let's go straight to the model. I mean, if there's anyone who really can model this for us, it's the Apostle Paul. Here's a man who said, I have been crucified with Christ. This guy would seem to know what he's talking about. But he says, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ now lives in me. The life I now live, I live by faith.
Yeah.
And as simple as those two words are, that's worth further reflection. To hear more about Faith Releasers in this episode of the Wilderness Season podcast, please click the link below.